hate me, don't you?
Tune in to Kons podcast.
You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you? You hate me, don't you?
The CEO of Nvidia said that we will see robots with full human-like capabilities this year. He said the tech is moving super fast. Our jobs, you know what I'm saying? Because they're doing the same things that we're doing as humans. They're really not needed, you know what I'm saying? But when you have a robot on the job, there's no lunch, no break. Nvidia also, you know what I'm saying? Nvidia is also implementing a new self-driving tech called Alpha Mayo, which is advanced autonomous, or once again, you know what I'm saying? They're just putting it everywhere. And who's to say they're not even talking about the fine print, the little small print of the dangers. None of that. In Irvine, Orange County, California, a bunch of two teens was caught red-handed trying to rob a store, stealing a bunch of handbags worth up to $100,000. I imagine it was a bunch of hurt men. Man, being a criminal in 2026 now is definitely not it. You know what I mean? There's too much tech out here that they implying too many electric eyes. Yeah, what's going on? What is happening? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? It's Kons Podcast, episode 348 today. You know what I mean? Episode 348 today. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be putting in, cooking up some topics today. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? It's a good Wednesday. You know what I mean? Let me see if my mic is at the right setting and all that. Make sure my mic is selected. But yeah, you know what I mean? Good Wednesday, January 7th. You know what I'm saying? It's 11:58 in the afternoon right now. You know what I'm saying? Weather is still in the 50s. You know what I mean? 45, 55 degrees, you know what I'm saying? Definitely that good fall weather, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I hope everybody's having a cool Wednesday. It is hump day. It is hump day, you know what I'm saying? Hope everybody Wednesday is doing cool. We in the middle of the week, almost through the whole week, you know what I'm saying? So I hope your week has been productive up until this point, you know what I mean? So in case it's your first time here and you're wondering what this is about, this is where we go over the news, go over the headlines, go over whatever headline that's been taking place, that's been in your face, whether you logged on your homepage was Google News, Yahoo News, MSNBC News, Hip Hop DX, whatever news source where you get your headlines from that you see, man. I'm probably touching on 2 or 3 of them headlines right here on Kons Podcast, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and tell people about it, share it out, and let me keep you updated on this wicked world, you know what I mean? But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, you know what I'm saying? I got a few little topics we're going to be cooking up today, you know what I'm saying? We definitely going to get into some tech, you know what I mean? I got 2 topics on tech and some thieves, you know what I'm saying, that was caught red-handed out in Orange. So, you know what I mean, that's the topic we're going to be covering today, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all yesterday, you know what I'm saying, I had a funeral to go to, you know what I mean? So I was out of town all day until the night, you know what I'm saying? I definitely went and chilled with family and friends, you know what I'm saying, after the funeral, you know what I mean? So it was a very emotional day yesterday, but I'm back today with topics for you to keep you updated on this wicked world, you know what I'm saying? But without further ado, without no more chit-chat or banter, let's jump right into these topics, you know what I'm saying? First up, you know what I mean, the CEO of Nvidia, you know what I mean? They had just recently did a deal and partnered, I believe, with Hyundai, you know what I'm saying? But see, the CEO of Nvidia said that we will see robots with full human-like capabilities this year. He said the tech is moving super fast, and locomotion and motor skills is being worked on right now, and cognitive skills within robots. He says having robots will create jobs, as well as also in China. They also training robots with combat skills with Google and Gemini. Also, Boston Dynamics is in on this as well, where robots can learn a new task and teach other robots skills and tasks, you know what I mean? So the next little clips you're going to see is definitely news reports and clips of the CEO speaking on the future and the betterness of robots incorporating AI into them. Check these clips out.
This is Ron Manthorpe, Sky News. I know you're really excited about physical AI, but when I try robots on the show floor, they are often pretty rudimentary, really. When do you think we're going to get robots that actually have human-level capabilities?
Next year.
Can you elaborate? Why is that?
Oh, because this year. Yeah, this year. Because I know how fast the technology is moving. Locomotion is hard, but that's making incredible progress. And so I think locomotion is going to be the first to get solved. Gross articulation and grasping will be the second, and third will be fine motor skills. In that kind of not in that sequence, but in the degree of difficulty. The rest of it, cognition skills, is evolving very quickly, as you know, and so we're going to have really, really great reasoning AI models that are resident inside the robot. And so the robot will be able to reason very quickly.
So if that's the case, I know a lot of people will be worried about job losses. What's your response to that?
I think it's going to be exactly the opposite. Having robots will create jobs. And the reason for that is, number one, as you know, we have a labor shortage in the world, not by 1,000 or 2,000 people, by tens of millions of people. And it's going to get worse because population decline. And so we no longer, as a population, will be able to sustain the economies that we would like to have. And so we need to have more, if you will, AI immigrants to help us in the manufacturing floors and do the type of work that maybe we decided not to do.
We knew this was going to be the year of the robots, Deirdre. We certainly did. It's interesting to contrast to last year, right? It was all about AI in theory, and this year, robotics is starting to put AI into physical form. So that's what it's all about. There's lots of fun demos, like this one from Boston Dynamics, showing off its next generation Atlas robot, now paired with Google's AI. Now, to be clear, this demo was teleoperated, but it does show you where we're headed. The form factor, as you see, it's humanoid, but as the executives put it, it builds on nature. So you've got fully rotational joints built to operate in heat, cold, rain, real industrial environments. But what really stood out to us was the intelligence behind it. This idea that this robot can actually learn a new task, like walking itself over to a charging station and swapping its own battery, and then pass that skill on to other robots. And that's really key, because it means that once you have the form factor down, improvements come through software and the AI that powers the back end. So that may be where the real race is in 2026, even though it's fun to look at all the different humanoid robots. When you see videos of China's Unitree robots, for example, which are arguably a lot more impressive. Look at this, flips, roundhouse kicks, and they're also moving towards commercialization faster. It's easy to focus on the hardware, but ultimately this may be less about who can build the robot and where the biggest companies are placing their bets. Alphabet once owned Boston Dynamics before selling it to Hyundai. Now Google's back, owning the hardware but powering the intelligence with Gemini. That is a shift, and it tells you what part of the stack these companies think really matter, even if they're working on a lot of different areas here. It's really about who controls, trains the robots, how they get better over time, and that is why Nvidia is all over the space too at CES. Jensen Huang in his keynote talks about going after the intelligence layer, using the same playbook that worked in AI infrastructure, now applied to how robots are trained and upgraded. AMD too, partnering with Generative Bionics to power its humanoid robot concept. So zooming out, guys, this starts to look a lot like the dynamics that are underpinning the current AI race. The US's edge is the intelligence layer. China's edge is manufacturing and deployment, each side racing in its own way to set global standards. And this is why this is starting to get Washington's attention. Like AI robotics, it's not just tech. This is about industrial capacity, supply chains, who controls the next layer of the economy.
That was just in the video, the CEO letting you know that robots, we are advancing with it. Said it was going to create more jobs. Now, I don't think it's going to create more jobs. I think robots is coming to cancel out jobs. You know what I'm saying? Because they're doing the same things that we're doing as humans. They're really not needed. You know what I'm saying? But when you have a robot on the job, there's no lunch, no break, not even paid by the hour. A whole bunch of things, time and money that they could be saving on employees rather than having a AI robot work for you rather than a human be there. You know what I'm saying? It's less, like I said, you don't have to pay them by the hour. They don't take a break. They don't take a lunch. These robots are self-sufficient. Like they can go and change their own battery out when their battery is getting low. I mean, that's some scary stuff to think about when it comes to artificial intelligence. I think we are investing way too much in this, and eventually it's going to become sentient, like I keep saying, and they're going to start thinking for themselves, you know what I mean? So he said it's coming fast, though. He said locomotion is what they putting into these robots to have them have more of a fluid movement like humans. Like, why are you working so hard for them to be like humans? You know what I'm saying? I think it's just going to be a takeover eventually. Tech, I think it's just too much being incorporated, too much money put into it, too many companies is partnering with tech companies, AI companies. It's just too much. You know what I'm saying? I think the bubble's definitely going to burst, you feel me? And we're going to be in trouble once that happens, you know what I'm saying? Because who knows what can go on once these robotic AI humanoids start being sentient, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what is going to happen after that, you feel me? Nvidia also implementing a new self-driving tech called Mayo, which is advanced autonomous, or that can drive themselves with advanced tech that can read more of the visual and recognize different dangers or pedestrians and traffic lights, etc. Putting them in Mercedes this year. They say it's the world's first thinking car. You know what I'm saying? So they coming out with a new autonomous thing. Same thing like how Tesla's rolled it out. They're going to be rolling them out in Mercedes. Some type of new tech as far as what we already know that Tesla got in the Waymo cars. You know what I'm saying? Also the Waymo cars, which is the self-driving cars that you call Uber, and they come in and pick you up, self-driving. So that's autonomous, you know what I'm saying? So they're coming up with a new autonomous program that they're going to be putting into these cars. It's supposed to be far advanced than the ones that we all know now. So the next clip you're going to see, there's a clip of a demo of this. Also, somebody speaking on it, a netizen public opinion, speaking on the Mayo, you know what I mean? Check these next clips out on this new tech coming in, hitting Mercedes. They're calling it a thinking car, you know what I mean? Check it out.
Tech at all, you know that yesterday Nvidia just announced Mayo at CES. This was the most important moment of the conference yesterday, and no, it's not just better self-driving. Mayo is the world's first open-source VLA model, or Vision Language Action. Most AI today can either see or talk, but it can't really act reliably in the real world because it doesn't know how to reason. That's what the L in VLA changes. Traditionally, self-driving systems are black boxes, including Tesla's. They react to inputs because they have so much data that they're working off of, such as if there's a red light, they should stop, but they don't really know why. Mayo uses chain of thought reasoning in real time. So it doesn't just see a red light, it reasons through the traffic light outage at a 4-way stop. But here's the most important part. It sounds just like a Waymo, but Nvidia is open sourcing this model. So they're not just trying to build a car, they're really trying to build a teacher model. This means that every car company, for example, like Mercedes, which is launching this quarter, can now put this reasoning brain into their own hardware. So with Mercedes deployment this quarter, it'll still be similar to a Tesla in practicality where you still have to sit there and observe and watch it, but it's different in that it uses this whole reasoning thing that Tesla doesn't have. By giving away the brain, Nvidia is effectively making their chips mandatory for AIs that want to use it in the physical world. It's kind of like the Android strategy, but it's for things that actually move. Of course, the big difference again is that Tesla has been around for a while and it has a big community of people who love it and trust it. Consumer trust is not something that can be easily earned. So even if car brands start using Nvidia's Mayo and implementing it, it's still going to take a while after hitting the road for customers to feel comfortable using these cars. But in several years, maybe everyone will have a self-driving car.
That like button, subscribe and share. Constant content. Constant content. Kons motherfucking podcast. Constant motherfucking content. You know what I'm saying? That was Nvidia showing you the demo, showing you how the car moves, driverless. You know what I'm saying? How the car moves without you touching the wheel. It's moving along through the city, watching out for pedestrians, where to make a turn, and tells you that it's yielding to a pedestrian crossing there and so on. You know what I'm saying? Just all this smart tech going on of this AI, man. Once again, you know what I'm saying? They're just putting it everywhere. And who's to say they're not even talking about the fine print, the little small print of the dangers. None of that. You know what I mean? Every medicine commercial, you got the small print that they read real fast, you know what I mean, of all the side effects of that particular medicine. Now, these commercials ain't telling you no dangers and nothing of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But we all know it's definitely going to be some dangers with it, but they ain't letting you know in the demonstrations, you know what I mean? Because they want to put these in your car, you know what I'm saying? And Mercedes is going to be the ones that's going to be rolling it out. I feel like it wasn't nothing wrong with the regular autonomous that we already had, and here they are investing more money into something, the tech that was already there. Oh, let's make it better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with all of the tech and all of the AI that's coming. I'm just not with it. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't like it. It's just too much for me. You know what I'm saying? Because what's going to happen on the bad side? You know what I mean? What's going to happen when hackers get involved? You know what I'm saying? When somebody hacks into your web, somebody hacks into the autonomous and just start driving you to an undisclosed location and there's an ambush waiting there for you. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know with these type of things. You know what I mean? They don't even speak on it. They just put it out there in the public and expect you to just oblige as it gets implemented into our society without us having a say. You know what I'm saying? What the effects of it, what's going to happen if hackers get into it? Is there a firewall? Is it safety? Is there anything security-wise? You know what I'm saying? We don't know. They don't put this out there. They just want to put it out there into the public and implement it. But yeah, y'all know how I feel on tech, man. It's just coming to take us over as mankind. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel. I mean, they're teaching it to learn off of everything that we do as human beings. You know what I mean? For what? What's the point in that? I don't see it aside other than a takeover. You know what I mean? Yo, excuse me. Let me interrupt this episode. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't hit that subscribe button, now is your time to do that. In the middle of this explosive, dope content that I'm bringing you. You know what I'm saying? Now's your time to hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like button, comment on whatever you like, whatever you want to comment on. Now's your time to go ahead and do that if you ain't done it already. You know what I'm saying? But definitely hit that subscribe button and definitely tell somebody else to hit that subscribe button too. You know what I'm saying? It's Kons Podcast. Let's get back to the episode. In Irvine, Orange County, California, a bunch of two teens was caught red-handed trying to rob a store, stealing a bunch of handbags worth up to $100,000. Bunch of, I imagine it was a bunch of Hermes bags, a bunch of, I wouldn't say Birkin, but probably Goyard, probably some Louis V bags. You know what I'm saying? They said it was up to $100K. So definitely some high-end purses and high-end bags. You know what I mean? So they were caught on camera, you know what I'm saying, taking these handbags, climbing up to a high rise, and went into the store. It was a purse shop. It had a bunch of handbags, and they proceeded to rob the place, all on camera, of high-end bags, taking them out, and they tried to go out the door, and police was there. They seen the police, and then Harry then ran back up the steps, you feel me? The security guard for the place had seen this going on and let the cops know, and they pulled up and happened to catch the robbers red-handed, you know what I'm saying? So in the next little clips you're going to see, first you're going to see a news clip on it, you know what I mean? And then you're going to see the actual footage. The news is going to show you the footage, and I got separate video of the footage of these two young, dumb people breaking in this high-end bag store. Check it out. As you see, you know what I'm saying, these dudes got caught red-handed right on camera. You see them rummaging through the store. The store owner got hip to it, you know what I'm saying? Now, that's something that definitely you don't want to see. It's unnerving, you know what I mean? It's bothering. It's stressful seeing that you have an establishment looking on your cameras, and then you see somebody creeping in, going through the stuff, breaking glass, stealing stuff. Like, that is definitely an unnerving feeling, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, I know what that's like, you know what I'm saying? Seeing somebody come in your house unwanted, or breaking in, or coming through a window, you know what I mean? You see them on camera creeping down your hallway and all this and that, going in places, taking things, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely you know what I mean? It's a bad feeling, you know what I'm saying? It's a violation. You feel violated, you know what I mean? It's definitely not a cool feeling at all, you know what I'm saying? But this dope, they got caught though, you know what I mean? Like I said, man, being a criminal in 2026 now is definitely not it, you know what I mean? There's too much tech out here that they implant too many electric eyes everywhere, in stores, on stores, outside of buildings, intersections, traffic lights, you know what I'm saying? They all have them. Your TV, your phone, you know what I mean? Everything is you're being spied on by everything technological, for sure. We got to come to terms and grip with that, you know what I mean? You can't avoid it, you can't dodge it, you know what I'm saying? It's something they've been working on for a long time, you feel me? It's getting these electric eyes everywhere and putting some type of eyes and ears on you. For what? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe they on some Minority Report stuff and trying to see you see a crime before it happened type deal. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like it though. You know what I'm saying? All this tech. You know what I mean? But yeah, they got caught red-handed. We seen them all on the security footage, breaking in, taking the glass, taking the purses. You know what I'm saying? They all on camera doing it. You know what I mean? So definitely got caught, you know what I mean? It's unfortunate for them, but that's their dumb fault, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's hard to be a criminal in 2026 when the surveillance is literally living a surveillance state, everyone out here. So I don't know, you know what I mean? But that's all I got for today though, you know what I mean? That's all I got for today. 3 little topics, you know what I'm saying? Keeping you updated on this wicked world, you know what I mean? Now, in case you rolled up, you pulled up, you got a little too high, you got a little too drunk, you know what I'm saying? You heard the kids upstairs or in another room fighting over who turn it is, over Minecraft or Roblox or Mortal Kombat, whatever it is that they could be playing. You had to get up from this scene and go check out what was going on in case you missed everything that we just went over. This is everything that we just went over, you feel me? So I just let you know in episode 348, the CEO of Nvidia, you know what I mean, is implementing robots and said that we will see more human-like robots with human functions and functionalities more so this year, you know what I mean? Also let you know that Nvidia also is coming out with a new tech called Alpha Mayo. It's a new autonomous driving feature that they're going to be putting in Mercedes. It's going to be a smarter and more advanced autonomous system. They say it's a thinking. They said it's going to be for your first thinking car with this system in it. Also let you know about Irvine, Orange County. Some teens was caught red-handed stealing a bunch of high-end purses, over $100,000 worth, they said, but they got caught red-handed on camera, and while they had bags in their hands, they got caught up by the police and a K9. But that's everything I let you know for episode 348. You know what I mean? Thank all y'all for tuning in, you feel me? Because you could have been doing anything you wanted to do. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? No matter who you was. You know what I mean? Whether you was a little brother, little sister, whether you was an older brother, older sister, whether it's a niece, a nephew, an uncle, or auntie, whether you was a grandma, a grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Whether you was a cousin Pete, cousin Man, you could have been cousin Nunu, cousin Mookie. You know what I mean? And if y'all got pets that's sitting there and your pet is sitting there on the couch right there with you watching Kons podcast, you know what I'm saying? Whether your pet, you have a little pet hedgehog, you have a pet turtle, you have a pet squirrel, a pet alligator, a pet crocodile, you have a pet bearded dragon, you know what I'm saying? You have a pet giraffe, a pet antform, a pet pig, a pet hyena, whoever your pet is, you feel me? If they watching Kons podcast, I'll definitely get that good salute to them, like you see the homie scrolling up that screen, you know what I'm saying? But thank all y'all for tuning in, thank y'all for watching though, you feel me? The beat you hear creeping up in the background right now was made by none other than Infectious, a beat, collect the beats, you know what I mean? But yeah, while Infectious is in the background, you feel me? You're gonna see these credits roll up and get my last minute comments on these topics, you know what I'm saying? And also in these credits, I'm gonna let you know that this was all done independently, you feel me? Edited independently, it was all edited by me, the lighting, you know what I'm saying? The recorded, you know what I mean? Directed, orchestrated, produced, all that by me, you feel me? CEO of Kons podcast, you know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for tuning in, thank y'all for watching, you know what I'm saying? I will see y'all next episode.
Collect the beat. Collect the beat. Don't you? Wait me, don't you? Wait me, don't you? Collect the beat. Collect the beat. Collect the beat.
I know you're really excited about this.
Collect the beat. Wait me, don't you? Wait me, don't you?
Got shit to do but hate on me, huh? In a minute I'ma fuck you up, cuz. Leave me the fuck alone. In a minute I'ma fuck you up, cuz. On some real shit, cuz. Leave me alone, cuz. Leave me alone, cuz. Leave me alone. Fuck you up, cuz. Leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone, cuz. Leave me alone, cuz. I'ma fuck you up. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me alone. You got shit to do but hate on me, huh? Leave me the fuck alone. You got shit to do but hate on me, huh? You got shit to do but hate on me, huh? You got shit to do, you got shit to do, you got shit to do, you got shit to do but hate on me, huh? Leave me alone, cuz.